Greetings, citizens of Nindie Nation, and thanks for tuning in for another Let's Play Nindies. Today we're going to play a little game that, frankly, is not that great, but for whatever reason, I can't stop playing it. If you remember the video we did about vertical drop heroes, kind of the same story there. This one's Dungeon Stars, and it is developed by Furnace Games and published by Riposte Games and Company. I'm Jeff, and if you haven't before, please check out the Nindie Nation podcast and take a look at Nintendo Village, who hosts us and has recently launched a Nindie zone focused all on indie games, and that's why you're going to see a few more of these videos in the near future. So, as you can see on the screen, Dungeon Stars is really focused on a side-scrolling, almost like an endless runner. You'll see the gameplay in a second. But the goal is that there's a 3-color wheel where blue beats red, red beats green, green beats blue. So you'll see that kind of dynamic, and you progress from left to right on the screen, diving down into dungeons, trying to progress to the next level. There's a lot of autoplay mechanics. Essentially, what you're doing is balancing a strong attack, an auto weak attack, and a block mechanic. And then you buff out your characters with various equipment. So we're going to take a look at that first so you can see my heroes, and then we'll play through a couple of levels just to give you a taste of this game. So you can see my characters down here on the bottom. Since this game was originally a mobile game, and I think they put way too much progression behind a wall of various, on the left side of the screen, you see all those things required to promote. And I think I have one character, maybe not available for promotion, but essentially, my best character is probably this red guy here, and he can be promoted through different stars. You see his name, Faust, the Hellblade Assassin. He has 3 stars. That's what the promotion on the left side of the screen is, and then they have standard experience and how they level up. And then they have different primarily color-based or healing or blocking-based equipment, and that's what these are here. And so I have things where I might regenerate health when defeating an enemy, or the slam attack is the heart attack. And so you try to use this so that you're always regenerating health or leaning further into your color element for that character. And then various crit damage and that kind of stuff. And then if you see the 3 square red icons underneath the stats, those are the different abilities I have. And so they regenerate as you defeat other enemies. And so most of the gameplay is really balancing the type of attack and block you're using, as well as balancing your various techniques that are right here. So I'm not going to dig into too much of blowing through some of these mechanics here. I'm just going to show you the game, and we're going to see what kind of characters we use. So I can dive into the game here, and then those 2 other portals in the back are if we find any hidden areas or levels that are kind of short time abilities. You'll see what I mean. It's hard to explain. We're going to do so I have been stuck on this level for a while. We're going to do another level first and see how much further we can get. I think we're going to do the Red Goblin clans, which means we're going to need some blue characters. So we'll try that one. There is a lot of replaying of levels in it, and so you can see there's 5 levels here, and we can see that it is mostly red enemies. So we're going to stack our 2 blue characters. This blue guy is awesome. He has an ability when I use the strong attack that he can stun enemies. And then we're going to grab this other blue character and then see how there is a blue boss over there. Green is stronger if you look at the triangles up at the top. So we're going to bring 1 green character along with us as well. So let's try that and see how it goes. I think we're ready to dive in. Alright, so I hit... Oh, he automatically hit him. Now see, I'm pressing Y whenever I need to block. But right now, if I touch nothing, for right now, for example, I'm not touching the controller at all. And he's just kind of going through. Now I'm replaying a level, but you can see I didn't block just then, so I got hit pretty hard. These guys are a little bit more of a challenge. So when they rear up, I'm going to block. Ooh, but I stunned them. Hit them a few times with my slam attack, which is what stuns them. The game's fairly buggy, but as you can see, it looks nice, which I appreciate. I'm not going to use an ability just quite yet. Alright, we got the stun in there. I don't know if you see the stuttering frame rate, but I find the further I get into the game, maybe the more RAM it's using, the more it chugs, and that's unfortunate. Ooh, we're going to use that ability, which freezes everybody, and so we can try to get through them faster. We're going to use this other ability. So now you can see the recharge, or the cooldown at the bottom as I'm defeating enemies. It racks back up. So I'm hitting strong attack, then blocking, strong attack. Oh, here we go. Let's try to plow through him while he's stunned. Alright, got it. So that's the first level. Pretty simple, huh? Got some gold. Didn't get any awards, and I can't heal, unfortunately. I don't have any potions, so we're going to switch to the Magician, and that's good because you'll be able to get an idea of a slightly different character. So this one is a little bit stronger and better for reaching enemies further away with some of his magic, but his short-range attack aren't quite as powerful. That shouldn't be a problem, though, because he is one level stronger, but you can see this is taking many more hits than the warrior was delivering earlier. But he also has better defense. What's this thing? I forget. I don't know what that just did. My staff is yellow now, so that's good. Ooh, I want to get that secret special guy, so I'm going to use that ability. There we go. See if he... he just gave me gold. See, sometimes those little enemies that are gold and they have the timer, sometimes they have a purple star, and the purple star is what I was referring to earlier with the extra portals. It gives you like a short-term timed level that you can go into. Let's see if he drops one. Nope, just gave me a piece of equipment. But those are how you can find new characters a lot of the time, or new little pets. You see that little blue eyeball dude floating behind me? That's a neat way to have different type of elements alongside you. So this time we're going to use the same guy again, since I can't heal Cruel Zero. But the difference is that at the end we're going to have a boss, and he's going to be blue, so we're going to have to switch to the green character. Ooh, I want to get this guy. You see, I can freeze him a little bit. Got him. See if he dropped anything good. It looks like it might have just been gold. Get him! Okay, good. Ability. This is a good ability. See, here, things are getting a little complicated because I have to time my attacks while also dodging those magic ranged guys. Now, that item that I just picked up is one of the items I need for promotion, so leveling up to the next star of the characters. This guy's gonna take a while to take out. And so this does have roguelike elements, of course, where if you die, you don't lose anything, except for if you're using your one-time consumables, which you saw in the map screen, like the potions or the revive. And honestly, I wish I had a lot more potions. They are way too expensive to actually spend money on, so I just have to kind of rely on getting them during the course of the game as treasures. So he's getting pretty low on life. I might have to swap out. Oh no! I'm gonna have to swap out. I don't want to lose him because then I have to use a revive potion. Oh, here's our boss. Oh no. Oh good, he's stunned. So I just accidentally, I wasn't looking at the map in the bottom right, And now I've got to wait for my cooldown for my green characters. That's okay, because that gives me time to use all of these abilities. Might as well cash them out while I'm waiting. All right, now we're going to switch to the green guy, which is unfortunate because I need to take out that long-range guy right there, that red one, because he's really going to injure my green warrior when he gets here. So I got to try to take care of him first. There we go. Here we go. Got my green guy. His abilities are fantastic. That little blue shield, that's something that happens sometimes when I'm blocking, and it just makes me invincible for a second. Now he's poisoned. So I've stacked a few different status effects on him. And that's really why you use the abilities. Alright, we beat that one. Got a promotion item. And, oh wow, this is going to be kind of tough because we don't have... This is going to be tough, guys, because we don't have any potions, which is actually pretty rare. Usually I get a couple of potions through the progression of the game. And so if I lose both of my blue warrior people, then I'm going to have to switch over to the green. And while he does have almost full health, he's green, and I'm fighting all red enemies. So this is actually going to be pretty tough to get through the end of this. Hopefully I can get over to that gold guy in time. Come on. Come on. Got him. Oh, just in the nick of time. We're really running low on health. One of my other characters, but I think he might be a green one, is great because he can... Oh, see, I missed that guy. Because his slam attacks and dodges can actually heal him. I don't know what that thing does, turning the weapon gold. I'm guessing it makes them stronger. It's probably a safe assumption. Let's see if I can get you. Got him. Ah, it's just gold. Oh, did we finish the level? Maybe we got a potion? That would be great. Really need a potion. Nothing. Man. Alright, we're gonna keep on plowing along. I was kind of hoping that I would lose one of the characters so that I could at least revive them. Alright, let's see. Doesn't look like there's any bosses, but those big ovular guys that take a few hits are certainly tough. But a couple of my characters, like one of my green warriors, has an ability where he will start regenerating health and can actually regenerate as much as like half of his health once he gets down into critical damage. I'm trying to hold on to my health as long as possible, so I'm using my abilities. What'd that do? Did my weapon just get bigger? Kind of looks like it did. Oh no. Alright, here's our last blue guy. This is looking tough, guys. Oh, and there's a potion, but now it's too late. Alright, only one more room. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. There's the treasure. You see the map in the bottom right. We're gonna make it. Another little promotion item. And another potion, of course. So that was first level. Now let's take a look at something harder that's going to require me to move the... Whoa, look! I unlocked a new world. So I didn't finish everything in this world, but it still let me unlock a new one. And I don't know why. Interesting. Alright, well, we'll do that because it's a pet rescue, which is fantastic. That means that I could get a new pet, and those really do make the difference. So this is 6 levels. So we'll do that, and then we'll be done. So first, we've got a red level, so we're going to take our blue guy. And then we've got green characters later on, so we're going to take our good green character. Oh no, we got to take blue to take out the red, and green to take out the blue bosses, but then we're going to need the red guy for the green bosses. Make sense? So there's lots of bosses here too, so we're going to need a blue one as well. We got a blue one. We're going to need all 3 of them, especially for that last level with the 3 bosses. All right, let's do this. There's no way I'm going to make it through here unless I get a couple more potions, so let's hope we get some. I didn't show the beginning loading screen in this game because it takes forever. That guy's laugh, it drives me crazy. You see all that stuttering? I really wish it didn't. Oh, these guys are really strong. Unfortunately, these guys have a tendency to mess my stuff up. See how strong he is? It's almost like a little unfair, but whatever. At least I'm stunning him a lot. Block. Wow, look at that. He really took me out. My other ability that I'm saving right now. Ooh, good, we're stunning him. The middle ability, that stuns everybody. It freezes them, but it only works on the ground, so I don't think I'd be able to use it for this guy. Yeah, I got him about halfway down. Luckily, I've got about a 1 out of 3 or 4 chance to stun with this ability. Oh! That was really tough. Got him. Hopefully that's the toughest guy on this level. Wow, these enemies are much tougher. Oh good, we got a potion. Each potion cures about, I don't know, a third of their health. Uh-oh. Here we go, gotta switch to the red guy. This red guy is probably my favorite. Ooh, these enemies are really tough though. Look at that, I'm using all my abilities and it's, you know, it's making progress, but it's tough. Probably not going to win this battle, but, you know, as long as we can get closer to leveling up and all that, you know, it's a roguelike, so that's kind of the point. And there's still one more boss in this level. You can see him on the map at the bottom. All right, what do we got next? Let's get this guy. Come on, give me something good. Just gold. Switch back to my blue dude. I always like to freeze these guys when possible because they're kind of a damage sponge, so they can take a little bit of damage. See the green plus above my enemy or my character's head? That was some regeneration, which is much appreciated. Come on, stun him. So if you don't recall, this thing is auto-running, so I'm not actually doing any of the movement. So is this game dumb? Yeah, it's dumb. Do I know why I continue to play it? Probably just the grind. Do I recommend it? I don't know. It's $10, I think. It's brand new on the eShop. Dungeon Stars. You know, I looked up the developers on Twitter, and the way they talked about the game, it really does look like they care. I think it might be almost easy in one way to wonder if this game is kind of a cash grab, especially if it was on mobile and free to play. But I do think that they've done a good job with making a quirky little fun game. I wish that the leveling happened a little sooner. It does seem like it's arbitrarily padded. Whoa, I've never seen that ability before. There we go, there's some regen. Come on, dude, I need you to get closer so I can take you out. There we go. Ooh, got a stun. Come on, we're almost done with this level. There we go, got another one. This guy is super strong. And we got him. Only got one treasure in this level. That's okay. So we got 2 potions, and I don't think I'm going to use one yet. Alright, this should be an easy room. Hopefully some of the guys aren't too big. Get him. Give me a purple star. Ah, you're frozen. Get him. And you're stunned. Got him. It gave me a lot of experience, and with many RPGs, if you level up, even if it's in the middle of the level, you fully replenish your HP. And so I've definitely had a couple of times where that's really saved my butt. Man, that ability is strong. I think that's a new enemy. Get him. And that purple magic. I don't know if that's a new element or what. What do we have here? Gold, 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 gold. Come on. I probably didn't need to use that. Probably not at all. See that little treasure thing right there. Ooh, got another potion. That's good. That can help us get to the end. Maybe we will beat this level. I have a good tendency to make some significant progress whenever I do these Let's Plays, oddly enough. Alright, done with, what was that, the second floor? We've got 3 potions. We're making good progress. I still don't know if I want to use one yet. I think we're going to save it. Because I've blown through 7, 8, or 9 potions in just one level. Ooh, what did that do? Oh no. That is not good at all. I'm tiny. That's what that purple... Uh-oh. Yeah, level up, buddy. Got it. Full HP. See, good thing I didn't use that potion. He's really strong on me. We need to switch and use red. Ooh, that ability is really strong. And the green guys tend to use some regen. Yep, there he goes. See how that... I hate that regen skill. Ooh, and that is a new enemy. Oh, no way. That was fast. Now let's use the green guy, because he's got a red ability. Come on, take him out. Phew! Alright, if we can get through the rest of this level, we should be okay, but I really need to switch to my blue character. Man, that got hard quick. Especially for a level with technically no bosses, I think. That's okay. If that's the only thing we do is we lose that one enemy, or that one character, then that shouldn't be too big of a deal to bounce back from. But I gotta make sure I block that, because I know that is rough. That is not a good spell. Let's keep going. Ooh. Some enemies, their balance with the colors are much more impactful than others. Like sometimes a green enemy will just annihilate my blue knight, and sometimes it won't. And so it's kind of trial and error to know which ones are really going to have a huge impact there. These guys are tough because just about no matter what, since they attack so quickly, they're always going to get a couple of hits in on you. There's not a really good way to block and attack with him. What do we get? Nothing. We got nothing. Alright, so we're going to revive. We're going to revive the red guy. And see, he doesn't have much life now. So I think we're going to go ahead and use all 3 of our potions. So we're definitely going to need him. And we definitely need him. Ooh, and we're going to need the green one. We're going to need that at the end. So... I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and heal him now just in case. So we're going to start with blue again. Alright, let's do it. 3 more levels. Maybe we can make it. Maybe. Of course we got to start with one of these guys. These are the worst, these big damage sponges. Because even if you block, they just get a couple of good hits in on you. It's always nice when you get 3 or 4 enemies like that right in a row, because that can really help. Oh, this is a tough stack. But anyways, you get a bunch of enemies in a row, you take them out with 1 or 2 hits, and it really helps refill your abilities quick. These little mage guys, they're new. I do not like them at all. It's good that I already refilled all 3 of my abilities. Alright, he's blue. Alright, we're in the right place. Let's start taking him out. Oh man. Wow. I'm getting good crit. Get him. He's not too strong. Just hope he doesn't start regenning. Get him. Got him. Ooh, those guys look tough. I am glad I used that freezing spell, because they would have really messed me up. Come on, freeze them. It's really hard when you get like 2, 3, 4, 5 enemies in a row that are doing those big slam attacks, because I've gotten in positions before where you just can't attack without taking full damage. So some of this game does feel like it's arbitrarily meant to work against you sometimes. But, ooh, I got a regen. But then you have things like that that help. Hey, we're doing pretty good in this level. Whenever they use that shield like that, they've got the shield above their head, that means you have to use a slam attack before they'll start really taking much damage. Get him. Alright, last room. Ooh, this one looks tough. See, even then, I mean, that took off, like, no matter what, that's going to take off 10% of my... That was a good example. See how I lost about 1/3 of my health just then? There wasn't much I could do. Finally, I had to use an ability and just absorb some of that damage. I am not getting many rewards here. Let's see. Oh, I have no healing potions. I'm going to have to use my red guy. Alright, hopefully we get some treasures in this level. Almost there, fam. I hate it when people say fam. Oh, good. Got a promotion. Gem, or whatever you call it. Ooh, these guys have regen abilities? That's not good. That's going to make things tough. But I can set them on fire. That helps. You know, these guys are going to be tough. All 3 of them, look at that. Wow. Oh, no. It was hard to see what was going on just then. Uh-oh, I'm about to lose this guy. I need some regen. Just a little bit. I think this enemy, every attack I make, I get a little bit of regen health. It looks like it. But I mean, it's not much. So as long as I can hit enemies without... Maybe I need to use a green guy so I don't die. Yeah, we're going to do that. Because the green, you know, it's green and green, so neither of us really have much of a strength on each other, but I do have this red pet, and so that makes a big difference because I can cause that, you know, it's temporary, but I can cause that red passive damage while I'm green, so I'm not taking too much of a hit. I would definitely much prefer to have my red damage, because I'll take the enemies out much faster, but he's so low on health that I'm going to try to hang in there if I can. You know what? Actually, I take that back. I'm going to switch over to him. Oh, wrong guy. Uh-oh. I really hate it when I do that. And that was interesting that that ability just did nothing. Just pressed the wrong button. You know, I've had a Switch for 2 years now, and I still don't know the difference between the buttons. Got him. Alright, we'll use an ability here. Because if he dies, then that's okay. Oh, because I don't have any potions. Let's see if I get one. No potions. Man, that's bizarre. Alright. So we're going to need the green guy for those bosses. Otherwise, we're going to have to use our red guy. This is going to be tough. This is going to be real tough. Probably going to lose right at the end. But you know, let's be positive. I want to thank you for joining us today. This is probably going to be the end. Ooh, that's the end of him. I didn't realize there was going to be a boss right at the beginning. This guy is not going down easy. Man, he's about to take me out. Got him. Phew! That was a tough first room. That's for darn sure. So these are green guys, so I should have used my red, but he's dead. Red is dead. My blue guy would be helpful because he's got that stun ability, but he's blue, so these green enemies will just take him out. That's no good. I like that little random element of sending out the swords, the red swords that you saw. That's always cool. Ooh, this guy's really strong. Get him. Come on, at least give me a good treasure. It's just money. I am not getting any treasures this run. That's very disappointing. Hey, got him. Uh-oh. This guy could be the end of me. Got him. That wasn't too bad. See, having this red pet really helps out right now. That was a waste, unfortunately. Okay, boss time. There's 2 bosses. Oh, that is gonna hurt. Oh, look at that. That region is just brutal. I think we're gonna switch. Freeze him for a little bit. Oh, there we go. Stun him. See, I'm not very strong against that green guy, but I'm about equivalent with the blue guy. Oh, this is gonna come right down to the wire. Oh no. Get him. Oh no. Oh, okay, here we go. Here's the end. Stun him. Yes. I don't think we're going to be able to beat him. Oh. Got all the way to the end and lost. Good showing, Jeff. New chapter unlocked. Huh. If they hit your noggin, you'll see stars. So what'd I get? It says new chapter. Is that like, usually these levels have a secret level down at the bottom or something. But anyways, so there's also a shop in the game. See, the potions are, well, I guess they're not too bad now that I have so much money. So maybe I'll get some of those. And this replenishes, I find, like every, I don't know, 20 minutes or something like that. And usually there's one promotion, one healing item, and then 3 randomized accessories. But I find that at this point I've received all the accessories. So, this is a fun game. I've enjoyed my time with Dungeon Stars, and this is also how you can sell stuff. And although it's quirky and not very good and a little buggy, it's fun. It's a fun little way to, waste some time. So if you want to see more, check out the other Let's Play Nindies that we have on the Nindie Nation YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook. You can find me at Nindie Jeff on Twitter, or you can find Nindie Nation on Twitter at Nindie Nation. My co-host Josh, you can find him at _the_Brant, BRANT. And also, we are hosted through the Nintendo Village, who recently just launched the Nindie Zone, a section of their website all dedicated to quick impressions of games, reviews, everything Nindie. And so, Nindie Nation being a weekly podcast as we are, there's going to be a lot of content between us and that Nindie Zone coming up. So we hope you check it out. Please look for the Nindie Nation podcast on your various podcast service of choice. And until next time, keep your Joy-Cons synced.